Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to South Motors Honda for giving me time with the 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite. If you're in the market for a Honda, you can come check out South Motors Honda and ask for Saul. He will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. Let's talk about pricing for the Honda Odyssey Elite. Starting price is at $48,770, including destination. This one stickers for $54,185. But let's talk about the front styling of the Honda Odyssey. Let's talk about the exterior color here of the Honda Odyssey Elite. This is painted in this platinum white exterior color. It looks really good with the chrome and black accents. Unlike the previous generation, this one looks more aggressive looking. And out of the minivans in this segment, I think the Honda Odyssey looks the best. Looking at these headlight modules here, these are a multi-reflector LED headlight. This comes standard on all models of the Odyssey, even on the base model. Also with this LED daytime run light with an automatic low and high beam, and there's this chrome bar here that cuts between the headlight modules. The turn signals are going to be down here. Unfortunately, they're going to be an incandescent design. There's these LED fog lights here. There's front parking sensors. There's also the Honda emblem for the driver's assistance. We'll talk about that in the actual test drive. I want you guys to comment down below in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about the Honda Odyssey. Looking at the side profile, this has a 118.1-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 205.2 inches. But looking at these tires and wheels here, I do like this rim design. It looks really good with the platinum white exterior color. It has a gray and chrome finish to it. These are a 235/55 tire. They're wrapped in this 19-inch rim design. Like I mentioned, the rim design looks really good with the platinum white exterior color. There's this LED sight marker here on the mirror cap. And Honda only offers a standard size sunroof. There's no panoramic sunroof here on this current generation of Odyssey. And open up the door here. This does have a power opening feature. You can turn that off inside the actual driver on the driver's side. But if you guys want to close it back, press this button right here and it power closes back. But making our way to the rear of the Honda Odyssey, looking at these taillights here, they look to be an LED combination which is an LED brake light, incandescent turn signal, and reverse light. There's the Elite badge to signify the trim level that you have. There's the Honda emblem, also with this black and chrome bar that cuts between the taillight modules. And the reverse lights are going to be an incandescent bulb. It's also the Odyssey name, which is spelled out. Looking down here, there's rear parking sensors, and there's no visible exhaust trim. Open up the cargo back here. This is a power opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it reveals 38.2 cubic feet of space. Off to the left side here, there's gonna be some storage shelves so you can put some items and stuff back here. Onto the side, there's a 12-volt and some more storage. Once you lay down all the seats, this has a cargo of 144.9. So that's matching the same cargo specs as a redesigned Chevy Suburban. So you get plenty of space here in the Honda Odyssey. Before getting into the interior of the Honda Odyssey here, looking at the current key fob here, there's a lock, unlock. You can also open up the sliding rear doors here, remote start, a trunk release button, and a panic button. To engage the remote start, just lock the vehicle and hold the button down here. Once you guys do that, that V6 will come to life. And to open up the sliding doors here, just hold the button here. And you guys can see it's power operated. If you guys cut the feature off, I'm going to show you guys that button inside. You have to open up the doors manually, but to close the door back, just hold this button here again, and the door will close it by itself. But getting into the vehicle here, as you guys can see, my model does have this nice beige interior, which looks really good with the platinum white exterior color, also with the black and chrome accents. But getting inside the vehicle here, really good step in height here from the Odyssey. Reaching over here to shut the door, and the push button start is right here on the dash. Once you guys do that, you're greeted by this digital display that you can customize here using this button over here. But let's talk about the materials very quickly. Really nice material. There's 2-person seats with this black painted door handle here. It is auto up, auto down for all 4 windows, which is really nice. Some other competitors don't even offer that feature, if I'm not mistaken. This area is going to be nice and padded with some really nice stitching. This area here is going to be nice and padded. There's a lot of storage here in the actual door panel. There's electronic parking brake. There's a brake hold feature, trunk release, traction control, Honda sensing, parking sensor button there. Over here, like I mentioned, this is how you cut off the actual power option. So you guys have children that like to open doors. They can't do it because it will basically not open for them. Once you switch it back on, it will open. Once I press this button here, open. As you guys can see, that door will open right there. And to close it, just press the button again and it will close. There's some gloss black trim here around the air vents. The materials on the dash are going to be a nice leather material. This area right here is going to be a soft touch material there. This is an 8-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The touch response is very snappy. Going here to the Honda head unit here, as you guys can see, just like on the Honda Accord and the Honda Civic, very responsive. This also has cabin watch. As you guys can see, you can check on the rear passengers back there once the system boots up. As you guys can see, there's my hand right here. So if you guys have a rear-facing child seat right here in this seat, if I can get my finger right, you guys have a rear-facing child seat. You can also watch the rear passengers. You can also mute it if you like. Once they have the headphones on, let's go back to here. Let's go to cabin talk. So what this would do, it will project my voice to the actual speakers, which is on, and it will let you know when the microphone is on, or you can cancel it out. So it will only just use the speakers to project your voice, or if they have if your children have their headphones on, it will use both of the systems. So if they're screaming and you're on the phone, you want them to be quiet, just turn on cabin talk so you can talk to them. As you guys can see, this also has a Wi-Fi hotspot and whatnot. So really nice system here, very responsive. It doesn't even lag and whatnot. But let's go back to the Apple CarPlay. As you guys can see, very bright screen. There's a volume knob here. There's some shortcut buttons on the side, which is home, and the back button. You can also dim the screen via that button there. Push button start is here. Nice material. I like this fake wood-like trim here, or this nice pattern that Honda uses here. There's some shortcut buttons here for the climate controls, a dual climate control. This also has 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats work phenomenal. The passenger also has the same features. Putting the vehicle into reverse, this houses a 10-speed automatic transmission. I actually like this push button style transmission instead of an actual knob. As you guys see, there's different angles. This also has road cross traffic alert, so this vehicle will put the brakes on for you. There's trajectory with distance markers and whatnot. This is a wide angle so you can see what's coming. As you guys can see, there is a Toyota Prius that's creeping up behind me. So if I put the vehicle into reverse, as you guys can see, it will alert me that there's something coming. Putting the vehicle into drive, clicking again to go into sport, and clicking it to go back into park. There's an auto hold feature here, snow mode, and econ mode, quote unquote eco. That's also your CD player here. You can put Blu-ray and whatnot. There's going to be a USB port here, also with a household outlet and a 12-volt. Plenty of storage. As you guys can see, I'm going to put my bag down here very quick. You can also put a bag right here if you would like. So you guys have a diaper bag. It could fit right here. So there's plenty of things that you guys can do throughout the cabin of the Odyssey. It has plenty of storage. There's 2 cup holders here. My iPhone 13 Pro Max fits in the wireless phone charger. I'll show you guys the key fob already. This area here, just like on the Honda Passport, I'll show you guys. I like this actual material that Honda uses here. It feels really nice to rub my hands against. This is the actual headphones here, and here's the actual remote for the rear seat entertainment. Closing this bag, there's 2 more cup holders here. You also have these adjustable armrests, which is slightly padded, but they do feel very supportive. And as you guys can see very closely here, this also has some ambient lighting. I don't think that you can change the actual lighting, if I'm not mistaken. Over here is the hazard button. The materials on the dash are really nice. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer a large storage. And above me, there is this standard size sunroof. Unfortunately, Honda does not offer a panoramic sunroof option. I think the only one in the segment that offers that is the Chrysler Pacifica. There's this convex mirror here to spy on your rear passengers, but me personally, I would just use the cabin talk or cabin watch. There's also incandescent lighting throughout the cabin. You can open up these moonroof via these controls here. But overall, the interior of the Honda Odyssey feels very spacious, and like I showed you guys, it does have plenty of storage space throughout this interior. Getting into the second and third row here of the Honda Odyssey, just grab the handle here. As you guys can see, the door will power slide open and close. If you keep the power feature on, if you turn the power feature off, you have to open the door and close it manually. But as you guys can see here, there's some controls here. You can also fold the seat flat here. There's a recline feature. You can also tilt this area here to get into the third row. We'll get into the third row very soon. You can also slide the seat left or right once you remove this seat right here. And I do like this nice beige interior. It looks really good with the white exterior paint. But getting inside the Odyssey, there's this grab handle here. Once I get back here, it's a really good step in height. Honda says you have around 40.9 inches of legroom. So really good legroom space in the segment. And there's the controls here to open and close the door. There's an air vent here on the actual pillar. As you guys can see, my iPhone 13 Pro Max is in this upper portion here of the storage pocket. There's another storage pocket here. You also get 4 of those, 2 on this side, 2 on this side. As you guys can see, there's 2 cup holders here. There's also an HDMI port with 2 USBs. The floor back here is completely flat, so you can fit 3 people in comfort. My model also has the rear seat entertainment. There's also this camera here so you can spy on the rear passengers, or if you have a baby with their rear facing child, so you can check on them. You can also connect it to the USB port, also the HDMI port. And there's also iHeartRadio and Spotify. I'm not gonna mess with it because the remote control is inside here. Let me show you guys how the remote control looks. It's still in the actual plastic from the manufacturer, so I'm not gonna open it because This is not my vehicle. And Honda does equip this with 2 batteries, which is really nice, so you don't have to buy batteries. There's also your climate controls here with incandescent lighting. There's this grab handle. Like I mentioned, you can remove the seat, but you have to put it in your garage. If you put it in the storage area, it's going to eat up the storage, of course. So I would recommend putting this in the actual garage instead of putting in the actual cargo area. But let's get into the third row very quickly. Just grab this handle here, and you guys can see the seat will tilt forward. Just push it out of the way. You have a decent aisleway to get into the third row, but getting back here really quickly, plenty of space, as you guys can see. Also, let's talk about some of the features here. There is this rear sunshade here to block out the sun and some haters. There's also a auxiliary port here with a 12-volt. There's rear air vents here, 2 cup holders. You get the same thing on that side. More of the incandescent lighting here. As you guys can see, there's the cup holders here for the second row passengers. And you also get map pockets back here in the third row, which I'm surprised to see. The seats do feel comfortable and supportive. The floor back here is nice and flat. Honda says you get around 38.1 inches of legroom, which is really good. You can also see the entertainment system from here. So the second row passengers are not the only one that can actually watch it. But overall, the second and third row of the Honda Odyssey is very comfortable and very spacious. Underneath the hood of the Honda Odyssey, this is a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. It's a single head over cam. This powertrain makes 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It's the only minivan in the segment to have a 10-speed automatic transmission. As this transmission was designed by Honda, it's an in-house design transmission. Fuel economy is rated at 19 in the city, 28 on the highway, and 22 combined. That's pretty decent gas mileage, but if you guys are looking for a hybrid option, Honda does not offer it as of this filming. Maybe in the next generation of Odyssey, they should offer a hybrid powertrain or maybe even a plug-in variant. But if you guys are looking for a hybrid option in the segment, you have to look at the other competitors because they do offer all-wheel drive and also a hybrid setup. All Odysseys still remain front-wheel drive as of this filming. So starting this review off in the 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite, it's been over a year or two since I've been behind the wheel of a Honda Odyssey. The last one I've reviewed, I think I did a comparison. I think it's probably like a year ago or whatever. Honda offers this with a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. This powertrain makes 280 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque. It's the only minivan in the segment to give you a 10-speed automatic transmission, which was designed by Honda. So, and keep in mind, all Odysseys are front-wheel drive. And this thing loves to scream once you put your foot to the floor. Let's talk about fuel economy very quickly here. This is rated at 19 in the city, 28 on the highway, and 22 combined. It's decent gas mileage. It's not like the other competitors in the segment which offer hybrid powertrains or even a plug-in option, which is the Chrysler Pacifica. I think that's the only minivan in the segment to offer that plug-in option feature. The Sienna is just a full-on hybrid, which is a 4-cylinder, but 10-speed. Does a good job of downshifting. So Honda, really good job with the transmission. It's paired really good with this powertrain. Visibility out of the Odyssey here is great. The dash is kind of low. You can see her out of this vehicle really good. Even out of the rear, very good side mirrors here with blind spot monitoring. This also has lane departure, emergency braking, rear cross traffic alert. All the nice driver's assistant features that you guys like. The Odyssey does have it. This also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The seat comfort in here is really good. I like that Honda does give you these adjustable armrests. They're going to be slightly padded here, but they do hold my elbows in place. As you guys can see, I'm using them right now. But this driving here, this powertrain loves to scream. But let's let these cars behind me pass so you can do a run really quick. It's a Lincoln Aviator. He's all in my butt. It's way too close for my comfort. Honda gives you the mode here. Just press the D again to go into sport mode. And with a full tank of gas, the trip computer was saying that this thing has 424 miles until empty. I'm gonna leave the traction control on. I'm just gonna floor it. It's cutting power. And it's literally roasting the front tire. But it gets up to speed very quickly here. You're not gonna buy this minivan to go drag racing, but it does have really good performance. Let's use the paddles here. It's the second gear. Kind of upshift for me there. But the 10-speed auto is very responsive. Like I mentioned, it's an in-house design transmission. Some other competitors use an eCVT. It's the only minivan to give you a 10-speed automatic. The materials in here are really nice. This is the Elite trim, so it does offer some nice materials compared to some of the other Odysseys in the lineup. There's heated and cooled seats. You also have a cabin watch here. You can also access it as you're driving if it allows me to do it. So you can check on your rear passengers, which is very important, especially if you guys have a rear child seat. As you guys can see, it's letting me check, and I can also pinch the zoom to look to make sure that my child is sleeping and whatnot. Above me, there's just a standard size sunroof. Honda does not offer a panoramic sunroof on this current generation of Odyssey. I think the Odyssey looks the best out of the other minivans in this segment. It does have that aggressive look compared to the previous generations, which look very bubbly and very unapproachable in a sense, but this current generation looks more aggressive. It's actually the top seller in the segment. Honda does sell a lot of minivans, believe it or not. You also have plenty of cargo space. Once you let down the receipts or take them out, you have 144.9 cubic feet of space. With the seats folded up, you get 36 cubic feet of space or 38 cubic feet of space, which is great cubic feet of space, so you can put your family in here and go on a long road trip. So I stopped over here so I could do another acceleration run really quickly. This thing loves to scream, and Honda says 0 to 60 in 6.5 seconds. I think it's the quickest minivan in the segment, until Dodge does like a Hellcat version of the Pacifica. Just joking, I don't think they're gonna do that, but that would be really cool to see a Hellcat Pacifica minivan. But if you guys are looking for a strong and reliable minivan, I think the Odyssey should be at the top of your list. After spending time with the 2022 Honda Odyssey Elite, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at @DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. And I'll see you all in the next review.